Wally was infamously known for being a pushover in Pokemon Emerald. He makes 3 appearances in the game, and 2 of them he had a Pokemon that couldn't even deal damage to you. So, I wondered, is it possible to beat Pokemon Scarlet as Wally? And I'm gonna be adding the extra challenge of not using any items in battle, and I already know I'm here for the pain and suffering. Surprisingly, in the revamped version, his team actually becomes pretty powerful, but all of his Pokemon are really weak and hard to train. And until the end of the game, his Pokemon are pretty much useless. These are his Pokemon we can choose from, but not all of them are available in Palia. So we're gonna have to replicate his team with all the Pokemon that are actually in the region. And we find a crazy cool shiny Pokemon somewhere in the video, so drop a comment down below on your opinions on it when you find it. Since we're playing as Wally, we're gonna have to make him look like himself. Wait, you're telling me this is the lightest green we have? Okay, this looks nothing like Wally. And whoa, this doesn't make any sense. Why did the professor come to our house just to tell us that we can't even have a Pokemon? Well, at least Nemona felt bad enough to give us Pokeballs to catch our own Pokemon. And look here, a Ralts! Wait, I think our new Ralts is trying to say something. Let's hear him out.
Hey yo, subscribe to the channel. We're trying to hit 20,000 subscribers and like the video so we can get into the algorithm.
Oh, silly Ralts. I don't know what you just said, but now we can start the challenge. We got a Ralts with a neutral nature, which kind of sucks, but hey, it has Trace though. But as you probably expected, the first battle we do with Ralts ends up with us getting 2-shot by Nemona's first Pokemon she sent out. Good thing this battle isn't mandatory. But wait, these are. I knew I was here for the pain and agony when my poor little Ralts couldn't even take out a normal Team Star grunt. But after 3 hours of trying to get my Ralts stronger by challenging them over and over, we're finally able to beat them, make it to school, and attend our first day of class. Hey Wally, why are you late? Class started 3 hours ago. Well, I was here on time, but there was these people outside that wouldn't let me come in. Wally, I don't want to hear any excuses.
Yeah, Wally, it's not that hard to make it to class on time. There's no reason to lie.
But I'm not lying. Ask Nemona. Really? You're not gonna tell them? You know what? Just sit down. Well, after being sent to the principal's office for being late to class and being forced to stay in my dorm all night as punishment, we're able to actually start our adventure. And the first thing we did was try to train our Ralts to be strong enough to take down 2 Pokemon consecutively, since we can't get any other Pokemon right now. And I really had to resort to going into dens to get XP candies to level up Ralts because he was just way too weak to actually battle Pokemon. But after leveling up to level 16, we go ahead and try to take on the gym test in Cordano. Push this olive around and we test our Ralts' strength. Okay, we're actually doing enough damage to take out more than 1 Pokemon, so that's a start. Now it's time to push this olive into the basket and take on Katie. Katie starts with a Nimble as we trace her swarm, and immediately terrestrializes into a fairy type to use Draining Kiss, almost taking her out, but she uses Struggle Bug, which lowers my special attack. And this is really gonna suck because our special attack isn't even that high in the first place. When Terratula comes out, that one Struggle Bug really shows us how weak it made us, making it so we have to hit her 6 times to make her Pokemon faint. But luckily, me having Draining Kiss makes it so I'm able to heal all the damage back up. Now her Teddy Ursa comes out as she terrestrializes, and we use Draining Kiss to tickle her cheeks, as she uses Fairy Swipe to take me down to half. We use Hypnosis as a last ditch effort, but we miss, as she uses Fury Cutter, but we survive on 1 HP. We try another Hypnosis, but that misses again. So we just lost the battle like that. Now we have to try again, and we get Struggle Bugged immediately, as we knock down her first Pokemon with Draining Kiss, and her Tarantula with a Draining Kiss again. But this time when her Teddy Ursa comes out, we use Hypnosis the first turn, and we're able to land it this time. We then just spam Draining Kiss as we growl it to lower its attack if it does wake up, and it does, and immediately uses Fury Cutter on us. I accidentally hit Growl again as it Fury Cutters, but it doesn't matter because Fury Cutter doubles in power every time it lands. We use Draining Kiss the next turn, bringing it down to half, as we try to use Hypnosis as a last ditch effort, but we miss. Now we're on 4 HP and we have to land a Hypnosis to not go down this turn, and we finally landed. We're then able to Draining Kiss twice to take out Teddy Ursa for the gym badge. Nemona calls us after we beat her, and we lie and tell her that we beat her on our first attempt. As you probably could see, this Ralts has a decent amount of firepower, but we're definitely going to need the rest of Wally's Pokemon in order to win this challenge. So on our way to the Team Star Dark Base, we go ahead and catch a Swablu when we get there. In the process, our Ralts evolves to Kirlia. We then take on the first Grunt, swiftly taking it out with a Draining Kiss, but after we take them out, and we find out that we need 3 Pokemon in order to take on this base. So we fly back to the lighthouse, catching us a Fletchling. Wally has a Talonflame on one of his teams, so this is perfect. We then train them a little bit to catch their levels up and take on the first team starbase, where we have to take on Giacomo. He starts off with our Pawniard as we start off with our Fletchling, and he absolutely destroys us with Metal Claw. So we have to switch to Swablu, and we literally have no moves to hit him with, so we hit him with his arming voice and go down. As we swap to Curlia, he outspeeds us and we are defeated just like that. So although we're going against the Dark Base and we have a Fairy type as our starter, our Fletching, Swablu, and our Curlia stood no chance against his level 21 Pawniard. So the next solution I had was to take on Crystal Dens. Get some XP candy to level up my level 13 Fletchling to level 22 to make our Firebird that wasn't a Firebird yet into a Fire type by evolving it, in the hopes that we'll be able to do some decent damage on his Pawniard. She was able to learn Flame Charge, which would definitely give us an edge in the speed map. And looking at the fact that our new Fletchner has a jolly nature, Ember wasn't going to help us win anyways. Because his Pawniard has a Defiant ability, we can't even drop his stats to win. So we have no choice but to power through his Pokemon to get past this. So against Giacomo, we start with Curlia, and we go ahead and sack our Swablu because she's not going to be able to do anything in this battle. And we swap the Fletchner and use Flame Charge. We do a decent amount of damage to him this time, and we're able to be faster than him, taking his Aerial Ace, burning him with our Flame Body, and taking him out the very next turn. Now his Starmobile comes out, intimidating us, but we're able to barrage his Starmobile with 4 110 base power acrobatics as we go down, doing about 40% to him. We then swap the Curlia, trace his Intimidate, dropping his attack as we Terrasilize and use a super effective Draining Kiss on him. He uses Metal Sound, dropping our special defense, and he's faster than us. But we're able to take his Swift and take him down for the first star base. Feeling confident with our new strong Fletchner on our team, we make our way to Artisan to pick up an easy second gym badge.
Hold up, son. You thought this was gonna be easy? Bring that butt over here.
Oh, okay, I take it back. Oh, holy crap. But here's the battle against Bryceus, and we start the battle with Fletchner against his Medali, and we knock him out with a Flame Charge. Then we Terrasilize to a Flying type as the Smoloff comes out, and we Acrobatics for a one-hit KO. Finally, his Pseudo-Widow comes out, and we give it a nice Wombo combo for the second badge. While leaving the area, we accidentally jump into a Titan Pokemon and easily take it out with some deadly smooches, entering this cave and giving our Koraidon the ability to run. Help, Step Bro, my Koraidon is stuck. Leave a like to help me get out. Ah, that's better. Thank you for liking the video. Now it's time for us to get our next Pokemon, Marill. And yes, if you couldn't tell by now, we're replicating Wally's revamped team within Azumarill. And we got lucky with an attack nature on this one. When we make it to Levincia to take on the third badge and use all our XP candies to level up our Pokemon and evolve Marill, Nimona wants to test her strength. But now we actually have some decent moves, so take that, Nimona. Taking out my poor little level 6 routes like that was unnecessary. This is revenge. Now that that's done, it's time to take on, oh god, Iono, please.
Welcome to my Twitch live stream, where we torture trainers by making them battle 20 people in a row.
No! Okay. Let's just battle already.
Okay, but let's do some TikTok dances for the stream promotion.
No, I'm not doing that. Let's just battle.
Electro King just donated 5,000 Pokédollars though.
Go, Curlia. And we immediately Terrasilize and use Draining Kiss, but they use Spark and paralyze us, as we take another Spark and get full parried. But we're able to get another Draining Kiss off, barely surviving with 22 HP. And this is when I noticed that 3 of my Pokemon are weak to our whole team. As Curlia gets smacked by a hard-hitting Spark, we swap the Fletchling and go down to the same thing. But we're able to burn him with our Flame Body. As we swap to Azumarill, we take a Spark easily, but we get parried. As we Aqua Tail and almost take him out. But his Electro Morpheus makes it so we almost get taken out as he goes down. But Luxio then comes out and takes us out. Because we have 3 Pokemon that are weak to our whole team, we have to do some re-strategizing. Our Curlia is almost useless if we're not able to outspeed our whole team, so we can maybe get some Hypnosises off to get some free damage. So I went ahead and used this Hasty Mint that I found. But the downside to this mint is that our Curlia now has a minus defense. Any physical attacking moves now do 50% more damage to us. And we re-taught Charm to Azumarill and also taught the TM Dig to Azumarill. The combination of a huge power dig and being able to weaken physical attacking moves should give us the ability to take on our Pokemon with a little bit of luck. So we start the battle with Azumarill. and we take a spark, but we get lucky and we don't get paralyzed, and we're able to one-shot her water roll with the Aqua Tail. When her belly bowl comes out, we use dig on it and do 60% to it. Take a Metamorphosis boosted spark, survive on 2 HP, but go down because we get paralyzed, and we can't outspeed. Corlia then comes out as we terrasilize, and we're able to outspeed it and give it a nice smooch. Luxio now comes out, and he has a decent attack stat, so we swap to Sack or Swablu. I'm sorry, Swablu. You're loved. And we're able to trace its Intimidate back onto him and outspeed him and use Charm on him the very next turn. But now we're paralyzed, so now we're just trying to survive the sparks and get a Draining Kiss off. We get Parahaxed, almost die, parried again, get even closer to dying, but eventually we are able to get the Draining Kiss off, allowing us to get a decent amount of HP back. And luckily we do not get crit, and we're able to finish off the Luxio. The next turn as Miss Magius comes out and terrasilizes us into an electric type, and easily takes us out with a double base power Hex. Fletchender now comes out as we use Flame Charge, raising her speed as her Miss Magius uses Confuse Ray on us. The next turn, we're able to actually break through the confusion as she uses Charge Beam, but we get extremely lucky and dodge it. Ino starts peeing herself as we snap out of confusion and use a Flame Charge again, almost taking her out, but she gets to Charge Beam off as we actually survive with 7 HP, and we're able to outspeed her to finish her off with a Flame Charge. Now reflecting, did I deserve to win that badge? Probably not, but hey, we did it.
Hey, I know you just started raising your Pokemon a couple hours ago, and you only have 3 badges, but do you want to be Pokemon champion?
I mean, I guess I don't really know what it takes.
Oh, well, I'm the Pokemon champion, and you're not good enough, so too bad.
Well, ouch. You know what? Azumarill's gonna show her what's up. Beat up this giant bird.
God!
Okay, I think it's safe to say that my Azumarill is pumped to take on the challenges ahead. She literally turned this giant bird into chicken curry. Well, thanks. Now Koraidon can swim from gaining extra energy from that fire chicken curry we were able to cook up. On our way to the next town, Kirlia finally reaches level 30 and we're able to evolve to Gardevoir. We finally make it to Casa Rifa, and I guess our gym test is to give Kofu his wallet back. Shouldn't be too hard. Hey, what are you doing here? I'm trying to give Kofu his wallet back so I can face him. No, you're not doing that. What? I'm going to face him myself. You think you can just pass the gym test that easily? Well, here's your wallet back, Kofu. Okay, time to face the 4th gym, Kofu. We put a muscle band on Azumarill and we start the battle with Azumarill. As we terrasilized to a fairy type and use Play Rough, almost taking out Veluza, but then the next Play Rough misses as he crits us with the Aqua Cutter. Then he just outspeeds us the next turn, taking out a terrasilized Pokemon with hacks. Like, what is this? Hey, you really thought this was gonna be easy? Yeah, I really did think it was gonna be easy. We swapped the Gardevoir and used Dazzling Gleam to take out Veluza. We swapped the Swablu as his Wug Trio comes out and flinches us with a headbutt. And Swablu goes down without doing any damage. Please, Swablu, I'm sorry you keep getting treated this way. We're able to swap the Gardevoir and trace the Wug Trio's GUI. So although we get Headbutt flinched, we're able to lower his speed to easily take it out with 2 Dazzling Gleams to finish it off. No, Fletchner, you cannot learn agility. You're literally one of the most fastest Pokemon in the game. Crabomino comes out and turns into a water type as we Dazzling Gleam it. But we're able to lower his speed with GUI before going down. Fletchner then comes out and we Acrobatics with Fletchner. And Fletchner does it again. He dodges the Crab Hammer and takes it out with the Acrobatics for the 4th badge. Hey, what the heck? You should have lost. Yeah. Just give me the badge, you tiny man.
Hey, Wally, I watched how you should have lost that gym badge. You gotta get stronger if you want to beat the game.
Look, I know. Well, now it's time to get our next Pokemon, a Gibble. Yup, Wally actually has a Garchomp on his team if you didn't know. And holy moly, this Garchomp has an adamant nature. And well, I'm kind of hungry, so let's go to Medali and try out their famous rice balls. Welcome, what can I get for you? Yes, I would like the grilled rice balls. What size? Medium, please. How do you want them cooked? I want the Fire Blast style. Any garnishes? Just a lemon, please. What the heck just happened to the tables? What's happening? Hey, looks like you just passed the gym challenge. What? I just came here to eat. What? How did you know the secret menu item then? That's just how I like my rice balls. Nice taste. Let's battle though. Okay, well, I was here to face you anyways. So we start with Azumarill and use Charm on his Komala as he yawns me. And I switch to Swablu, then switch to Fletchender. But then I notice he's just way too strong and almost takes me out as we terrasilize Acrobatics and immediately go down. We then swap to Azumarill and take it out with a Play Rough. As Dunsparce comes out, we use Charm and take a Hyper Drill. We swap the Gabite and bulldoze it as we go down, so we outspeed it. We swap to Azumarill and take a Glare as we almost get taken out with a Play Rough, but then he just outspeeds me. As we swap the Garbodor and trace Serene Grace, allowing us to use Psybeam and confuse him, but he breaks through and glares at us. As we're able to outspeed him and Psybeam him for the kill. Staraptor then comes out, turns into a normal type, and facades us as we take it with 7 HP remaining. As we try to hack him with Serene Grace Psybeam, but he doesn't get confused. He takes us out with an Aerial Ace, and now we only have Swablu left. And you already know what happens to Swablu. Well, because this ace is a fast attacking, stat lowering, high physical attack monster, we're definitely going to have to utilize our Pokemon efficiently in order to win this. So the next attempt, we start with Gabite and spam Bulldoze as his Pokemon yawns us, allowing us to attack him 2 times in a row before going to sleep and being sent to the Shadow Realm by a heavy hitting Slam. Azumarill then comes out and we're able to terrasilize it and take it out with a Play Rough. We then swap the Swablu trying to utilize its Safeguard, but you know Swablu. Fletchner is then able to come out as we just go ahead and spam Growl, allowing us to survive a hit in the attempt to do some chip damage and give him 2 chances to get burned by our Flame Body. But we're then able to land a Hypnosis and spam Psybeam trying to confuse Dunsparce, but a lucky crit makes it so we're able to use a Reflect before taking him out. Now we have screens up and attacking moves now do half the power, unless he crits. He then uses Facade, but we get Para Hacks, making us go down, and now we only have 1 turn of Reflect left. We take a Facade, but we miss a Play Rough and go down the next turn. Jesus, Azumarill, if I thought you were gonna miss, we could have won by just charming him. But we have to try again, using the same strategies before, but this time we spam Bulldoze, get taken out, and take him out with a Play Rough. Fletchner then comes out as we get parried, but we're able to burn him with our Flame Body, halving his attack. We go down the next turn, but because Swablu is a relaxed nature and he's burned, Swablu is able to get a Safeguard up. Good job, Swablu. I'm so proud of you. Allowing us to safely switch into Garbodor and spam Psybeam. Almost take him out as we use Reflect, but he crits us as he goes down to the burn. That's not the only place you should burn for that crit. We swap the Swablu so we can swap back to Garbodor and intimidate Staraptor back to show him who's boss. We go down the next turn, but with the screens and his minus attack, we easily take a Facade as we Play Rough, almost taking it out. Only having 2 more turns of screens left, taking another Facade as we miss the Play Rough. But we redeem ourselves by eating the next attack that comes out and taking him out with Play Rough for the 5th badge. Nemona then wants to battle us, but the trauma of her Garbodor being destroyed as a level 5 was able to give us enough strength to destroy her whole entire team. And we decided to train our Azumarill to become a monster. So we go against this Titan Elephant Pokemon, giving us the ability to fly. We then take on this Firestar crew member with Azumarill, using Dig to take out her Torkoal and her Starmobile with a single Aqua Tail. Azumarill beat her so bad she went into a flashback, second guessing her life decision. Penny then comes out to us after that and she beats up our Koraidon with her bare hands just because he licked her. And I was like, dang, he just wanted to be your friend. Oh my god, what the heck is that, a moving tumbleweed? Please don't hurt my Pokemon. You can have whatever you want. Oh my god, it's the Alaskan Bullworm. What's up with these weird Pokemon attacking us? And why does this worm have arms? He just punched my bird in the face. Whatever, Koraidon, eat him so you can get stronger. Well, I guess you can jump higher now, but that's pretty useless. Anyways, it's time to take on the 6th gym leader. But on the way, we caught a Magneton. With that, our team is complete. This is the full team we decided to use. But we're not fully evolved yet. We're actually getting pretty decently strong. Our Fletchender finally evolved to Talonflame. And our Magneton does a decent amount of damage. But sheesh, it's too cold to be out here wearing just shorts. There we go, that's a little better. Let's go back to Mesagoza so we can get this Thunderstorm so we can evolve our Magneton into Magnezone. And oh yeah, this is gonna be a good Pokemon. They have Sturdy too. Now, after beating Moist Critical and getting on a stage so we can fight Rhyme for the 6th badge, we start with Talonflame and Gabite and start bulldozing on the field, dropping everyone's speed but our Talonflame because he's flying in the air, and getting knocked out the very next turn as we take out her Banette. We then get an Omni Boost from the crowd because we terrasilized our Pokemon and land an Acrobatics on Mimikyu, almost taking it out as her Houndstone vanishes. We get another Omni Boost as we take out Mimikyu. Her H-Sting comes out on the field as we Acrobatics, and then we miss another important Play Rough. We swap the Magnezone as she gets 2 Omni Boosts in a row for terrasilizing her Pokemon, but we're able to tank a Discharge and take her out. Finally, Houndstone is left, but she gets another Omni Boost, making her Houndstone faster than all of my Pokemon, as she takes out my Magnezone. But I chose Dig hoping that she didn't vanish, so we can get a 100% chance of hitting her because I didn't trust Azumarill landing a Play Rough. As Swablu comes out and gets destroyed, we finish her off with a clutched up Dig for the win, and we almost lost that. After the battle, Swablu finally evolves to Altaria and learns Dragon Pulse. Maybe she can start beating some Pokemon now, but we finally get the 6th badge. And now we try taking on the 8th badge for the 7th badge. Yeah, it's kind of confusing. You get the point though. But before that, we had to get Garbodor's Get Back with Neoma to get his blood pumping. But now we start the gym battle against the Ice Gym. We start with Talonflame and we use Flame Charge as we take out her Frostmoth. Then her Beartic comes out as we swap the Magnezone and she uses a 4x super effective Earthquake on us. But thanks to our Sturdy, we're able to survive on 1 HP and take it out with a Flash Cannon. As we swap the Talonflame, predicting him to use Earthquake again, and her Tailwind peters out. Now her Sediton comes out, and we just use a Terrassalize boosted Acrobatics as we go down. And I don't think that was the right Pokemon to Terrassalize. As we swap the Garbodor and Trace Thick Fat, we use Reflect, we tank a Liquidation as we Calm Mind trying to get a stronger attack on him. But the Liquidation drops my defense, forcing me to Dazzling Gleam as she drops my defense again with Liquidation and takes me out with an Ice Shard. I then stupidly switch to Gabite as my Reflect wears off, and I take out her Sediton with a Play Rough. Altaria then comes out, and me thinking that she was going to be a physical attacker for some reason, we use Charm. As her Altaria turns into an Ice type, we get Hurricane confused. We do get the Charm on her, but then we get very unlucky and get crit by an Ice Beam. We almost take her out with Play Rough, but then she finishes my whole entire team off. We then attempt her again, but this time we try to be a little bit smarter this time. We one-shot her Frostmoss with a Flame Charge as we Acrobatics her Sidian. Survive a Liquidation, but she Ice Charges me for the kill. We swap the Magnezone, take a Liquidation as we take it out with a crit Flash Cannon. We then swap to Altaria, predicting his Earthquake coming out, and we land a Sing. Nice job, Altaria. But then he just gets the first turn Wake Up and Icicle crashes me. We try to swap back and Sing again, but we just go down. As we swap the Garbodor and trace his Snow Cloak, we just Dazzling Gleam him after our Reflect goes up and go down to his Aqua Jet. We then Terrassalize an Azumarill this time, take an Icicle Crash no problem, and take it out. Altaria then comes out as we click Play Rough and easily take her Ice Beam. But of course, the game decides to freeze. We dodge a Hurricane, but then the game decides to keep me frozen and then allow her to crit me, taking me out. We then have no choice but to switch to Magnezone and rely on his high special defense to win. We tank her Dragon Pulse no problem, land a Flash Cannon, and when her Ice Beam comes out, it leaves us with 10 HP. But we don't get frozen, allowing us to take her out for the 7th badge. We then go ahead and take on the Poison Team Starbase with Gabite, trying to get him to evolve, but unfortunately we do not get any XP for beating this, which sucks because these bases are really hard. We literally have our Pokemon going against giant cars. I think that's some very intense training if you ask me. So then we have Garbodor doing a training montage on some Titan Dragon type Pokemon, and we turn this tiny Pokemon that was stronger than this giant fish into Sushi. We give it to Koraidon, and he gained the ability to climb anywhere he wants, giving us full mobility of Koraidon. We climb this mountain, and then we take on the Fairy Star Base to take on Ortega. And this guy was such a hassle to take on because he kept hacking my whole entire team. But eventually we broke through him trying to accuracy hacks our Magnezone, taking it out with a Flash Cannon, take out his Wigglytuff with a single Acrobatics, and then break through his Confuse Ray, going down in the process. We then switch to Magnezone and use Metal Sound, enabling us to take it out with a single Flash Cannon. Magnezone here for the clutch. Hey Penny, you're gonna stop beating up my Koraidon. Just because he likes you doesn't mean you have to take advantage of him. And this time, he has all his abilities back. So the next time you try to punch him, I'm gonna make sure he eats you. Well, after making it over this mountain, we're able to finally take on the Fighting Team Star member. We start by acrobating her Toxicroak and taking her Passing Mound to half. We Terrassalize Gardevoir and take it out. But when her Annihilate came out, he takes me out, but one Play Rough takes her out. But when Lucario comes out, we take a Aurora Spear, and then we swap the Talonflame to finish it off. And finally, that's the last of the Team Star bases and the Titan missions. Now, we only have one gym badge left. And that gym leader is...
Hi, today we're playing Simon Says, but if you get out, you have to battle someone.
Aw, snap, this is about to be a breeze.
Simon Says up. Oh, you're out. Time to battle.
Wait a second, I didn't even do that wrong. What do you mean? Oh my god, when is this going to end? I've been battling people for 2 hours.
Yeah, good job. You passed the endurance test.
Okay, well, that was pretty unnecessary. We're gonna have to get some revenge on this gym leader. I'm not having this. Tulip, you're going down for this. So we start the battle with a bite and we bite. Take a Zen headbutt and take out her long neck Pokemon with a bite. And hey, whoa, that's Gardevoir's cousin. He grew up with you. Let me introduce you to our homeboy Magnezone. He's really good at taking special attacks and killing fairy type Pokemon like you. Her bird Pokemon then comes out as we swap the Magnezone and take a Shadow Ball and land a Discharge as we go down. We then take her out with Talonflame's Acrobatics. Finally, her Florges comes out as we Terrasilize to a Flying type and she turns into a Psychic type as we Acrobatics her. Take a Psychic almost goes down, but thanks to Talonflame's speed, we're able to actually take her out, gaining the final gym badge. And just like that, we beated everyone that we needed to.
Oh wow, I know like literally a couple of hours ago I said you weren't good enough to become a champion, but it looks like you could at least try to fight me, so good job I guess. You're not gonna beat me though.
You know what? Bet. Okay, Greta, I'm gonna make you eat your words. After that annoying conversation with Greta, we try to go to our dorm and get some rest, but what the heck? Why is the director not letting me go into my dorm room?
Look, I'm sorry to say this, but the reason why I didn't give you a Pokemon in the first place is because I didn't even want you to attend the school in the first place. You can't go into your room unless you beat me in battle.
What the heck? Okay. Jesus, why are your Pokemon so strong? Oh my god. Talonflame, show him his boss. Nice. Okay. Magnezone, take out his Abomasnow. Good job. Okay. Zoomroll, take him down. Oh my god, he's so strong. He destroyed me so freaking bad that I had to try battling the guy who wasn't even trying to be a strong trainer in the first place because he has to be an easy kill, right? No, wrong. He absolutely destroyed my Pokemon with a jellyfish with legs. So, I was cornered. I didn't know what to do. And Wally was panicking. We evolved all of our Pokemon, but for some reason, they're just not strong enough. So I had no choice but to train our Pokemon a little bit more. We go stock up on some sandwich supplies, have a picnic with all my Pokemon, serving them half-made sandwiches, and go on an intense training montage where I evolved Garchomp, completing our team. Use some EV items to increase our attack and speed EVs, and leveled our Pokemon up. Because we couldn't go into our dorm to sleep in our bed, we stood up all night so we can come back to fight the director so we can get some rest. And then Penny tells us that she hates us so much for Koraidon licking her that she wants to battle. And she's an Eevee addict. So we just swapped to Gardevoir, spam Calm Mind, Wish Up because her Umbreon is only able to wall physical attackers. And Gardevoir gets so angry that he decides to teach all of her Pokemon a lesson for all the times she decided to beat up Koraidon for no reason. With that, Penny apologizes for all the times she hit her Pokemon and becomes her friend, completing the Starfall streak. We then go to Poco Pass so we can fight Arven, and this time we're able to actually compete against this Pokemon, allowing us to burn Massive Stiff, crippling it again with a dazzling gleam to the face, putting his Pokemon right back out of commission. And yeah, he should have really let his Pokemon rest before battling. And well, we complete the Path of Legends, so we go ahead and get the Swords Dance TM so we can give it to our Talonflame and make our way to the Elite Four.
Hello, welcome to the Elite Four. You have to pass this test in order to face us. So now tell me, what's the name of the Kanto gym leader?
Bruh, I don't even know. That was like 20 hours ago, and I don't even know where that is. Was that Larry?
Okay, that concludes our test for today. Thank you for your time. Please excuse me. Bruh, how did this dude even get here?
Okay, well, after passing the test, we actually made it to the first member of the Elite Four. We start with a Zoom Roll, and his Wish Cast lands a Blizzard, immediately freezing us, and then he just spams Earth Power, taking out our first Pokemon. And yeah, that was so annoying that I literally used Calm Mind with Gardevoir and spammed Wish to heal myself up until his Wish Cache literally couldn't touch me. And then I Terrasilized and one-shotted his Wish Cache. When Camera comes out, we made him explode with Moonblast. Then his Donphin comes out and we take him down to a Sturdy as we take his Iron Head. Outspeed him, take him out, and then outspeed and take out his Dugtrio. And when his Clodsire came out and turned into a ground type, we beat him easily. But then the Cynthia personification of this region and the greatest representation of Cynthia when she was 4 years old, she then throws out this 9-foot, 1-ton steel elephant that she's managed to tame out on the field. as we use Charm and just use a superpower to take out her elephant. But her Stealth Rocks destroys my Talonflame, making him screech in pain when he comes out onto the field. But he toughs it out and uses Flare Blitz onto the incoming Magnezone, and Pop is sturdy. We then go down, but we swap the Garbodor to take it out with a Psychic. Her next Pokemon then comes out, and we almost die to an Iron Head, but we swap the Garchomp and take it out with a Crunch. Corviknight comes out, we take it out with a series of crunches, taking his Brave Birds in the process. But when her Tinktong comes out, we stay in and dig, and we're able to take it down in one shot. Now Larry comes out, and we start with Talonflame, and we take out his Tropius with Acrobatics, and we get a lucky crit. We learn Roost, and as Staraptor comes out, we trace his Intimidate, and take him out with a Psychic. As Altaria comes out, we one-shot him with Moonblast. Oricorio comes out the very next turn, we outspeed it and land a Psychic, almost taking it out, but finishing it off the very next turn. Flamigo then comes out, and he terrestrializes into a Flying type, as we go down to a Brave Bird. We then swap the Magnezone, almost going down to a close combat, but winning the battle with the Discharge. Hey, it's your turn to come out. Are you gonna come out?
Yo, Larry, there's no way that guy can hear you. Hey, yo, it's your turn.
Oh, okay. We start with Talonflame and we use a Swords Dance as we take a Super Fang. But that Swords Dance made it so we're able to one-shot in his Noivern and his incoming Haxorus and Geology. Flapple, but when his Baxcalibur, I don't know if I'm saying that right, comes out, we go down. But Garvador is then able to come out and destroy it the very next turn. It's okay, Hassel. I didn't think Wally would be able to beat any of you either.
Okay, well, you can go take on the champion now.
Hey, Wally, I didn't think you would actually make it this far, but it doesn't matter because now you're gonna lose.
We start with Talonflame and we use a Flare Blitz as she uses Reflect. Take it out, but when her Samurai Bisharp comes out, we use Flare Blitz, but we go down to a Stone Edge. We then use Dig with Garchomp and take it out with a Slash. Veluza then comes out as we crunch it to take it out. Avila comes out and uses Avalanche as we swap to Magnezone and one-shot it with a Flash Cannon. When her Go-Go comes out, we just stay in and spam Flash Cannon, almost taking her down and toughening out her Leech Horns. But eventually we take it out. But when her Glamora comes out, we die to her Earth Power. We then try to take her out with a Azumarill, but she throws her rocks at us like a Draco Meteor, standing no chance, not even doing damage to him. But then we swap the Garchomp, and the combination of her Soft Sand and Garchomp's high attack stat made it so a super effective Dig is all we needed to destroy Greta and become the Pokemon School Champion. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to wait. We didn't beat the game yet? Oh, okay.
You thought it was all over, son. Now that I'm a champion and you're a champion, I can use my Pokemon that helped me become a champion to defeat you.
Oh god, Neoma, they have to be pretty strong by now, you know, considering the fact that you were a champion before I even started this adventure.
All right, go Lycanroc.
What the heck? You had this Pokemon since the beginning of the game.
Shut up and let's battle.
Okay.
Whoa, to think that I helped you with type matchups, and now you're able to beat me is crazy.
Bro, what? You didn't teach me. Okay, Magnezone. Our Magnezone goes down as we swap the Garchomp and we use Dig not knowing that she had Earth Eater, which means ground type moves heal her. We're able to crunch to take out her Worm. Her Goodra then comes out and we take it out with one Dragon Claw out of its existence. As her Palmot comes out and eats the top of Garchomp's head with Dig and goes down. Her Dunsparce then comes out and we Dragon Claw it, dodge her move, and take it out easily. As Meowscarada comes out and instantly kills us. We swap the Talonflame and we retaliate with the Acrobatics and win. Wait, what?
I can't believe I got beat by Wally. He's the trashiest Pokemon trainer in Pokemon.
Dang, Neoma, if I'm the worst Pokemon trainer to ever exist, what does that make you? Well, with that, the victory road is complete, but the professor of this world still needs us to go help her. So we go down to Area 0, and whoa, you really thought I was lying about finding a shiny Pokemon in this video? Yes, we found a shiny Halucha, but unfortunately, we couldn't use him, but at least we can catch him, right? No! Boys, the next video when I find a shiny Pokemon inside of the video, I'm gonna give it to one person who comments, I want a shiny Pokemon, and then the Pokemon's name. And I will personally message you and give you the shiny Pokemon. So subscribe and put post notifications on for a chance to win a shiny Pokemon. But I actually caught a shiny Capsicid on my other account if anyone wants that Pokemon. Just drop the comment, I want that shiny Capsicid, and I'll do a raffle for all the people who commented that, and I'll give it to you. Anyways, once we make it to the final lab, the professor does a robot dance, and and wants to kill us. So we start the battle against her. When her Slither Wing comes out, we Moonblast it to kill it. When her Sandy Shocks comes out, we take a Flash Cannon, we retaliate with a Moonblast, but then we have to swap to our Garchomp to take the incoming Flash Cannon. We take it out with a Dig, then her Screamtail comes out, and we go down to her Earth Power. Then we switch to Garbodor as it was programmed to use Sucker Punch over and over again, so we heal and Calm Mind up as it uses all of its Sucker Punches and take it out. When her Flutter Mane comes out, we just take it out with a Moonblast, and when her Rearing Moon comes out, we survive a Stone Edge and we're able to finish it off with a Moonblast. And after being able to battle with Crydon for the very first time and winning that battle, we find out that it is possible to beat Pokemon Scarlet as Wally. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please leave a like for my pain and suffering because it took a very long time to finish this out. And subscribe with post notifications. And leave a comment if you want the shiny Pokemon in this format. But that's it. Click here if you want to watch me attempt a Pokemon Black only using baby Pokemon. Bye bye.